Welcome to Aging Gracefully on Suncoast FYI. I'm your host, Nancy O'Neill. Each week I speak with local professionals on a wide range of topics, from fitness to finances and from dance to dentistry. We are here to give you tips and advice on how you can live a happy and healthier life no matter what age you may be. Fitness is an important part of aging gracefully. Bath and Racquet Fitness Club is one such place that puts an emphasis on this type of lifestyle. Club manager Michael Brandon joins us now with a look at how the club helps its members stay healthy. So important, mentally, physically.
Yes.
It's all tied in, isn't it?
Correct.
So the history of the club, I mean, I've heard the name for years, but how long has it been around? And give us a little of the background of it, Michael.
Yeah, so almost 50 years. So it was built in 1969. Started with just a couple tennis courts and a small facility to use the restroom, and we've now expanded to 40,000 square feet. We have 29 tennis courts, making us one of the biggest facilities in Sarasota.
Okay, now are they a combination of clay and
also hard courts and concrete courts. So currently we have 23 of the hard true courts. A little slower, a little easier on the body, a little lower impact. And then we also have 6 hard courts, which we lease out to a tennis academy.
Okay, and what kind of changes have you made recently? I know you've done some expansion. It sounds like you've grown a lot over the past 47 years or something.
Oh yeah, so we have an older building. We're always looking to resurface, refinish different areas. In the last couple of years, we've built a nice new cafe where members can come inside when the restaurant isn't open to enjoy some soft drinks, some beer, some snacks for our junior classes. Also, we did a multi-$100,000 renovation into our gym. So that's kind of a view into the future of what's coming.
Okay, so into the gym, so new equipment?
Yes, we have all new equipment with TVs, complete resurfacing of the floors, probably like a multi-$1,000 Sonos sound system, so it's really some great sound. We've had a couple cocktail parties there to kind of celebrate the opening of the gym.
State-of-the-art facility that you've got. So in addition to, talking about the gym, what other options are there for members to enjoy?
Sure. So of course the tennis membership. We also have junior kids classes. We're starting some new junior fitness classes this month in September.
When you say junior, how young are junior?
So our youngest ones are Pee Wee classes Wednesdays from 4 to 5, and it's ages 3 to 5. And then we have another class from 5 to 9, and then 10 and up.
Okay, and in addition to, you have other things. You have aerobic classes.
We have group fitness. We have a full staff of personal trainers. We also have full service esthetician and spa services at the club that we just added.
So how do you integrate your fitness and tennis training? Is there a crossover there? 100%.
So that's been something I've really been excited to work with our head trainer, Derek Alario. So we share a lot of the same clients. I will come into their personal training session and give Derek some feedback about their on-court movements and strengths and weaknesses. And Derek will actually come out to the tennis court to see it live and in action.
Okay. Now, so is this a family type of environment? Can people come and all enjoy it, stay healthy together? What do you like the best about it? Tell us what you enjoy.
I do love that. I do love getting to know members on a first name basis, going to their kids' birthday parties, having them come in and go to special events at the club, and seeing their kids grow up and seeing them go through aging themselves and trying to stay fit, and looking to kind of bring that whole inclusive family environment with our pool, different children's events and classes that we have, and just kind of being a destination for the entire family to enjoy and stay healthy.
And there's a lot of different packages. I was looking a little bit on your website, and there were different tennis packages that you have for beginners, such as moi.
Yeah, we'd love to have you.
So you said you can teach anybody to play in 3 weeks?
100%. That's our program. We do that at least once a quarter. It's called Tennis 123. You come in. I believe it's $90 for 6 classes over 3 weeks. And at the end of that, you'll be off and running.
Okay. And what about memberships? Now, can a visitor come in and view your facility?
Sure.
Okay, so that would be a complimentary.
Yeah. We'd love to have anyone come in and take a look. But we have, for people that are seasonal, an ability to freeze your membership. So some people come in for 3 to 6 months, and then, or maybe they're even come in for just a week. So we have all those options open.
Okay. And what's included in a membership?
So a tennis membership is all-inclusive. You have unlimited abilities to reserve courts, which is fantastic. So we have an online reservation system to reserve some of the 29 tennis courts. That's also including group fitness classes, and it's also including full service of the using the spa and our fitness rooms.
Okay. And how many machines do you have in your fitness room?
Oh gosh.
Okay.
You got me there.
I'm putting you on the spot there. But you have the state-of-the-art
Yes, fully covered.
machines. Okay. Well, we'll just have to go and see what that's like.
We'd love to have you.
Okay. What else would you like to tell our viewers? What should they know about what makes you more distinctive than other facilities?
I think it's really the community feel that everyone comes in. Like we had some ladies this morning. It was a member's birthday party. They were served 4 courts. I saw them hanging out in the cafe area, having a couple morning beers and just enjoying themselves. And I think they were getting ready to go have lunch somewhere else. But it was so nice that we were the destination for their birthday party this morning. So we're a big part of everyone's lives that are members at our club.
Great, great. Well, I wish we could have, all the time in the world to talk with you because there's so much more going on there. But
Awesome.
Where are you located? Let's tell our viewers that
Sure.
so they know where to find you in case they haven't seen you before.
Great. Yeah, it's 2170 Robin Hood Street in Sarasota, and we're right off of US 41, right behind Trader Joe's.
Okay, so that's easy to find.
Oh yeah.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for being here.
Awesome. Thank you.
Dr. Jenny Wilkins with ageVital Pharmacy is back with us after the break. We'll have more tips then. In an effort to head off diseases, people across generational lines are turning to lifestyle changes that can lessen the risk of cancer. Back with ways to reduce the toxicity in your life is Dr. Jenny Wilkins from ageVital Pharmacy. Hello again.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi, welcome
Good
back.
to be back.
Now, we've talked about some of the products that you have and some of the infirmities that people may have, but we haven't talked about your pharmacy, so why don't we tell our viewers a little bit about your pharmacy and what you do there?
Well, ageVital, I call it the pharmacy of the future because there's really not centers like this anymore. When you go to these retail pharmacies, you feel like you go into these stores and you're going to die. Like you're going to feel worse than you did. People go and pick up their scripts, they're part of this Caterpillar line, and then they feel worse.
Or you don't know what to get if you're going in for something that
and they're not personable either.
Yeah.
ageVital is a wellness institute. So it's a pharmacy, it's a research facility, and it's also like a wellness. You go in there and you know that you're going to have pharmacists, and you know you're going to have RNs and doctors in there that are advocating for you and educating the consumer that walks in. When a person walks in with a prescription, for example, for Xanax, the staff knows immediately to tell the consumer, this is just a temporary thing. We can get you off of this, and if you want to know the root cause of your anxiety, we can test for that.
Okay,
and
so
they get excited.
So
it's a preventative.
You do tests.
We do testing. We do live blood cell analysis.
Okay.
We do, consultations. We do IV therapy. We have oncologists that send referrals to do detox drips or hangover drips or wellness anti-aging drips. Crohn's disease, Lyme's disease. It's prevention. People know that they're going to go there and they're going to find answers and cures as
where
opposed
are you located?
1618 Main Street,
So right
downtown Sarasota.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and
Okay.
we're nationally recognized because we're licensed in all 50 states and we ship nationally to consumers. We even have patients from overseas that fly in every 6 months to do consultations with us, and then they fly back with all of their supplements.
That's wonderful.
From Germany, from Switzerland. It's everywhere. They come. We have patients from Mexico that fly in.
So you have to come in and just take it all in.
Yeah,
take
call
it all
it the
in
prevention
and talk.
pharmacy.
There
right,
you go.
The wellness.
Okay.
We do all the same retail stuff, but that's not what we're preaching.
Right.
We're preaching
So
lifestyle
much more.
changes, prevention, cures, biochemical individuality. Speaking of cures,
yes, cancer.
Yep.
What is it, and what types of screening can be done?
Yeah, now cancer is a funny thing because I think mainstream medicine goes about it the wrong way. We have all of this raise cancer awareness, breast cancer, prostate cancer, melanoma. Cancer is cancer. It should be raise awareness on cancer, period, because the root cause is the exact same. You have toxicity here in this country. We live in toxic Babylon, I call it. Everything is designed to give you cancer, from our waters to our radio waves, our microwaves, the foods that we're eating.
Walking on the grass.
Walking in the grass, the xenoestrogens from the pesticides.
Yep.
Exactly, you're exactly right. The tap water we're drinking, it's hormonally tampered with. It's got synthetic fluoride, synthetic calcium deposits.
Okay.
You go into restaurants, 90% of our foods, Nancy, are from GMOs, genetically modified garbage.
So go organic.
Right, organic. And organic is not even a term that I like to use, because formaldehyde is organic, but it's not organic to our human body.
Okay.
Right?
So
cyanide is organic.
How do you know what to buy in the store then when
Right,
you
so
go
look for
grocery shopping?
non-GMO. So foods that have not been genetically modified, right? Because gluten, that's actually natural, but it's the overly modified gluten, or the overly modified wheat, or the high fructose corn syrup, or the aspartame.
Right.
So you have all of these things causing what's called oxidative stress in our body, destroying our cells. So cancer is when there's lack of oxygen going to the cells, and there's an increase of fermentation in the blood. So fungus, mold, okay, with all this red tide and all of the algae, and it's like, I mean, this is toxic right now. People breathing this in. So I have people coming into my facility now for vitamin injections or for supplements. So how do I protect my cellular function?
And how do you? You have something here we're going to
so
talk
I have
about.
the MitoEnergy with D-ribose, that's CoQ10. Now, just because I have all these supplements doesn't mean that everyone's going to be taking all of this at once. We like to test them first, see what is degenerating, and then put in their body what they're lacking. So not everybody has cancer for the same reasons, just like not everyone gains weight for the same reasons. Everyone's biochemically unique. So mineral drops, oh, speaking of which, I feel a little bit dehydrated. This is one of my favorite supplements, Nancy. If you have your water, this is so simple. I put this in my water, and when I go to restaurants, everyone's like, what is that you put in your water? All my friends. So I do a few drops of this, and what that does is it alkalines my water. So it increases the pH. Because your body is like it's like a fish tank, your stomach. So you have to keep that internal fish tank pH balanced. Otherwise you start, growing all these crazy, funguses, mold, bacteria. And then it's feeding your cells. You're getting all those wonderful minerals.
You can't taste anything.
Right, you don't taste anything. That's it. But I alkaline the water, because bottled water, I'm sorry, is garbage too. CBD.
Yes.
Cannabis. Huge right now for cancer prevention. I give it to children, a couple drops of that every single day.
And there's no
high.
No high.
There's no THC in it.
There's no THC.
Yeah,
That's it. Thank you.
CBD, which is a non-psychoactive form of...
And you can't travel with it.
You can travel with it.
Yes, I know people that do that.
And I make it in a capsule, a vape, tincture, suppositories. My doctors love the suppositories. Vitamin D under spray, immune system enhancer. And my neural complex, it's a part B12 and folate. So you're feeding your cells.
So preventing cancer.
Yep, biochemical individuality.
Come into the pharmacy and be tested and see what's going to help balance you out. Not that it's
we advocate for you. We talk to your doctor. And then the doctor recommends the supplements we recommend. Exactly.
Great. Okay, another fascinating segment. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Esther Holt with Star Financial joins us after the break, so don't go away. Today we're talking about required minimum distributions with the president of Star Financial Solutions, Esther Holt. I've loved your past two segments, and this one here sounds like something we all should know about as well. What are required minimum distributions?
Required minimum distributions, or as they're more commonly known, RMDs, are the amount of money that the government requires people to take out of certain tax-qualified accounts when they become age 70 and a half.
And we're going to find out which...
Correct, which accounts.
Which accounts those are a little bit later on. Why now? Why at 70 and a half do people have to take them out?
So you've had these accounts, and basically they're IRA accounts, they're 401k accounts, 457B plans, 403B plans, and there's a few others. Also beneficiary IRAs if you've inherited an IRA. So all of this money went into these accounts and nobody ever paid tax on it. They either went pre-tax from your company, from taking money out of your paycheck, or you contributed and then you got the tax deduction. So this money's been growing all these years and nobody's paid tax. And at a certain point, the government says, I want my piece.
Okay.
Because that's our government.
So all of those, are there any other accounts that are subject to RMDs?
There are certain other retirement accounts, but those are the major ones.
Okay. And a lot of individuals, everyone probably is concerned about taking money out of their retirement funds and that they might run out of money. How do you quell that concern with them? Because, 70 and a half isn't that far away for a lot of people, and I'm sure they're worried about it.
Right, and for most people, nowadays 70 and a half is young.
Yeah.
When they made these rules, the ages where people were passing were a lot younger. Mm-hmm. However, if you take only the required amount, chances are you won't run out. The way the government has set this up is you will take your last dime out of your account when you are 120 years old. Wow. So if you do it the way it's prescribed, you'll be okay.
Okay.
If you need to take more out, mm-hmm. then you really need to talk to a financial advisor and probably a tax professional as well to make sure that this is what you need to be doing. There may be somewhere else you can be taking money out, and so you don't have to take quite as much. And that's where the concern is.
Okay. So planning for this, how do you look into this to become, insightful, more knowledgeable, and utilizing these distributions? So
you need to have money to live on, and hopefully you've done retirement planning with your advisor and your financial planner. Once you reach the point where you're 70 and a half, if you don't need that money, you can always roll it into a regular account. You still need to pay the tax on it, but you put it into your individual or your joint account, and then it grows as well.
Okay.
And so you don't need to have it in your hand to spend it.
All right.
The other way that you don't hear about is called QCDs, which is Qualified Charitable Distributions. And that is if you are paying money to the church or other qualified charities, you can actually have, wherever your account is, write the check instead of to you, to the charity or the church, synagogue, or place of worship, as long as it's a legal charitable place, or any other charity, and then the money will come out tax-free. And so if you're making donations anyway during the year, you can do it from your IRA, and then you don't have to pay the tax on that money.
That's great. Wow. What else can you tell us about, financial planning in regards to preparing for this when we're 70 and a half? What if we haven't saved enough? What can you suggest that we start doing?
You need to start at as soon as you can and start putting money away.
Sure.
And you should have qualified accounts as well as non-qualified. Qualified being your IRAs and your retirement plans, and your non-qualified being your individual accounts and your joint accounts. Okay. And that way, hopefully, when the time comes, you'll have enough saved up so that with your Social Security and a pension and anything else, you'll be able to retire comfortably. Okay. And that, again, you need to have your people in place, your financial advisor / planner like I am. Yeah. And also you need to consult your tax professional as well, especially if you're going to be making those QCDs, and that it may or may not be right for you.
Okay, so you do need to ask your tax professional before you do anything.
A lot of times you really should consult with both. You should always have a financial advisor and a tax consultant, and a lot of times they will work together in your best interest.
Of course. Great. Thank you again. I just am so pleased that I get to learn so much from you every week.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on Aging Gracefully on Suncoast FYI. To find more tips from local experts, you can view previous episodes and complete seasons at snntv.com under Programming. We'll be back next Saturday and Sunday at 7 p.m. with more tips on how you can live a happier and healthy life. Until then, have a wonderful week.